What's up, everybody? What up, baby? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Alexis. I'm very excited to present this video to you guys. And yes, I am wearing a t-shirt with a fur coat, okay? Don't judge me. We have been in quarantine for, I honestly don't know exactly. Quarantine started, but I work in the hospital, so it didn't affect me at first. Now my hours are getting reduced, so accepting donations, thank you. The internet is just flooded with so many articles that I couldn't figure out the exact date. So it's been maybe 2 weeks since quarantine started here in the US, and I don't think we're handling it very well, you know? The Economist put out a graph that was adapted from the CDC. It's basically a graph that shows the number of cases versus the time since the first case. If there are no protective measures, the amount of cases are just going to skyrocket exponentially. And there's a threshold capacity that the healthcare system can handle. And basically, if the threshold is right here and then we freaking no protective measures, it's gonna go boom. So there's like a spike, and that spike is just way too much for the hospital to handle. What is happening in New York right now, there's just way too many infected patients just lining up outside the hospital. They don't have enough ventilators, and so along with other countries, they're having to choose which patients to save and which to not treat. However, with protective measures such as good hand hygiene, social distancing, staying 6 feet away from any other person, staying at home and only leaving hardly for just bare necessities such as food is very, very important to help flatten the curve. So instead of going like that, it'll just kind of there'll still be people getting infected, but it will lower the rate so much, and it'll be much easier for hospitals to handle that. However, the way that it's looking right now, the US is not doing a great job. I'm not gonna throw numbers out there, but a good analogy of the US is
the Falcon Heavy, which is the world's most powerful operational rocket by a factor of 2.
That is what's happening. Protecting yourselves protects your family, your kids, your wife, your parents. You just really need to think about other people that you may be putting at risk when you decide to go out. The hospitals are getting hit so bad, literally every day at the hospital. Policies are constantly changing. Before, on like a normal non-pandemic day, the mask policy is you can only wear this mask in the patient care room. And when the coronavirus came, I wanted to wear a mask around everyone because they said a lot of infected people are asymptomatic, and so they could just be spreading it to everybody. The only way that patients would get tested is if they knew that they came into contact with a coronavirus infected person already. There's just a lot of things that should be handled better, but it's not. I'm just very disappointed again for Trump downplaying it from the beginning, saying,
"We think we have it very well under control."
Well, we pretty much shut it down.
Risk to the American people remains very low. To unleash the full power of the federal government in this effort today, I am officially declaring a national emergency. Two very big words. Yeah, if you're talking about the virus, no, that's not under control for any place in the world. I think I read, no, I didn't. I was talking about what we're doing is under control, but I'm not talking about the virus. Yes.
We are so short of masks, along with gloves, isolation gowns. If healthcare workers are there at the hospital, there for the patients, for sick people, for your aunt, your dad, whoever is infected, you know, we're there for you guys. It would just be so helpful if you guys stayed home and helped everybody out. You know what I mean? Reduce risk to your family, lighten the workload from the countless number of patients that come into the hospital and need to be treated. This morning in the news, I heard that the US has now surpassed the total number of cases than Italy and China, which is crazy. And it's like, come on, can we just learn from other people's mistakes? Like, we're making even worse mistakes. After going to Italy, we made a friend who lives in Milan. He's told me they're in isolation, but they said that the hospital system is just getting bombarded. We said 90% of the nurses have gotten infected, and they're still asked to come to work if they feel okay. My boyfriend's cousin in the Philippines is an ER doctor, and he said that he hasn't gone home in 2 weeks because he's scared that he's a carrier of the coronavirus and he doesn't want to spread it to his parents because they also have comorbidities going on with them. They're immune compromised, and so if they get sick, they're likely to be affected very harshly. Anybody that cares for other people or that is considerate, please just consider these factors and how much your actions can indirectly affect so many people. This article that I read in the Huffington Post said to focus on the positive things. This whole isolation thing is actually kind of nice. It allows people to focus on learning about themselves, and once you get past the point of absolute boredom, it forces you to do something valuable with your time. I'm utilizing this time to edit my travel videos, which is one of my goals this year. But aside from that, I've gotten to spend a lot more quality time at home with my boyfriend and his aunt. It's really, really nice to have the motivation to cook for them. You can pick up a new hobby, like read a book. You can develop new habits, new skills, learn a new language. I'm trying to learn Spanish and Tagalog right now. You will learn so much stuff if you just use your time productively. My prayers go out to all the hardcore affected areas. I hope that people begin to understand the effect that they have on everyone else and their country. And to just help brighten everybody's day, I wanted to edit my footage from Positano. I finally got to the footage. Before I play that, I want to thank you guys for coming back to my channel after each video. I really appreciate the support. It really motivates me to keep going, and I love hearing that I make a difference in somebody's life. I really feel like each video that I work on, I improve a lot, and I think it shows a lot in this video that you guys are about to watch. And if you're not subscribed yet, please
subscribe below.
I have so much more coming, so stay tuned for that and make sure to subscribe. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Peace.